Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Melon here, and I'm recording a new video today. So basically in this video I'm going to be working with something called Bevel and Emboss, which is a feature in Photoshop. Look, I'm just going to show you what I did before. I did this like an hour ago. I made this Herobrine thing. And if you check my YouTube channel, my profile picture is a Deathstroke. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, but that's basically what it is. And basically I'm going to show you how I did that, and I'll show you how I added this texture. It's really simple, but I'll get started right now. So first what you're going to need is any skin whatsoever. You could use your own, you could use Herobrine like I'm using here, or anything really. You can even use the classic Steve, which has been done before, and I'm pretty sure this has been done a lot. So what you're going to need to do is, I won't do anymore, but anyways, first what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to get you're gonna need to get crap. You will need this Herobrine skin or any other skin. I'll put this skin in the description below. So what you're gonna have to do is you highlight the front face. You can do any side, but I don't know why you do that. Just do the front face. And what you do is press on Windows, I believe it's Control J, and then on Mac it's Command J, I believe. Oh, I think in layers lock, so I might not be able to do it. So I'm just deselect that. So yeah, well, okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I'll show you how you do this again. So just highlight this and Command J, like I told you before, or Control J and Command J on Macs. So now you have this new layer here, and what you can do, you can just get rid of this background layer. You don't need it anymore. And what you can do is just crop it all out. You could have done this before, but just crop everything else out, and all you need is this. So after this, you want to go to image and image size, and don't mess with anything else here right now. Just want to change this. I go for around 256, which is a multiple of 8 or 16, something like that. But that's what you want to do, and it changes the other one too automatically. You want to do that. One thing you don't want to do is go to image and canvas size. That will only change the canvas and not the actual image size. This is one problem that I want to show you. Is what happens is you have to do it a certain way. You have to do image size, and if this is on bicubic, that will just blur the shit out of everything. So what you want to do is go to nearest neighbor, which preserves the hard edges. So then you go 256 by 256, and that's what it does. It keeps the edges. So now what you want to do is, for the major pieces of each of the skin you have, you want to separate them out by making new layers. So the easiest way to do that is go to your rectangle marquee tool, and then above on CS5 there's this option called add to selection. If you do this, you can have multiple selections. So all you gotta do is let's do the hair first. Just select that, and then select the side. So now you have this, and now you can press Command J or Control J depending on your software respectively. So now you have this hair piece. So let's just do the rest of it as well. Some pieces you don't need, like on here. I left this piece alone because it. Let me see if I have it. Okay, yeah. If I put this on here, it kind of looks a little bit weird. So just some of the pieces you can leave out. So the next thing you want to do is okay, so you want to do this. Yeah. Okay, this is a little bit hard to do. If anything, I might just speed the video up if I have to, so bear with me. Okay, so after this is, I forgot to tell you, you guys need to select the hair as well again, and make sure you're on your first layer. Let me just name this to back, and then here. It's important to have all your layers named, so that way it's easy to find them again when you have a lot. So what you can do, now that you have the eyes and the hair selected, is you just do Control Shift, or I believe it's Command Shift on Macs, and then you do Control Shift I, which inverts the selection, and then you do Control J or Command J depending on your software. And that should have actually, oh, because I was, see there, I was on the wrong layer. So Control Shift or Control J, and now you have this. So now, oh, I guess there's a little error there, but that's fine. So now you have this piece right here, which is the actual head. What you can do is now you need to get, let's just close these, you need to get the mouth separate. So just grab it right here. And then if you want to remove a selection, instead of having to press to this up here, you can just have it on here and automatically and then hold Alt on PCs. I'm not sure what it is for Mac, and that would get rid of a selection that you don't need. There I got rid of too much. Okay. So I think I'm going on a time lapse for a bit, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so what I went ahead and did is I basically have all these layers here. I separated the mouth. So what I forgot to tell you is that when you're doing this, you want to have the mouth separate as well. I forgot to delete that layer before, otherwise something may go wrong. So let's forget about that hair piece for a second, because right now this is just a draft. You can make this perfect when you do it yourself. So this is where things get interesting. So, or at least more fun for me personally. So what you want to do is you want to right click here, and you want to go to blending options. This is for the hair. So what you want to do is there's a few things here like drop shadow. You might want to use this. So if you just check it, it's only going to add the shadow. It's not going to give you the edits. You got to click the actual name, and then you can change the direction. So let's see which way. I think I did mine like this last time. Let's just leave it like that. And then the other thing you want to do is bevel and emboss. This is basically what the tutorial is all about. So when you go here, there's this bevel and emboss thing, and you're like, what? This looks nothing like the other picture. And then you're like, alright, fine. What you gotta do is, this is really important, otherwise it won't look right. The size over here in bevel and emboss, you need to change to 5 pixels. Otherwise it won't look right, and it has this more smoother edge. You can mess with the soften as much as you want. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Or the depth. Depth just makes it a little bit more sharp. But I usually keep mine at 100 just to get it that look. Then you can add a little bit more sharpness with this contour. I'm not really sure what it does. And then texture. So texture has these interesting features like these patterns. I installed a bunch of new ones. I believe past this yellow one or this one, I believe. They're all new that I downloaded. There's not that many that I downloaded, but anyways, you can just head over to DeviantArt or just search it up on Google, Photoshop patterns, and they'll show you how to install them and everything. So let's go for more of a Mayan texture or something. So let's go like this. Last one to the woods. So. And then you can just select that. You can change the depth as well. Don't do too much, otherwise it looks bad. Scale. You can also invert it. You can't really tell for this one that much, but that's basically that. So I'm going to go into fast forward to show you the rest of it, and I'll get to the eyes, which is another important feature. Okay, so this is basically it. What you can do, what I basically did is, if you didn't look at it too, because of the fast forward, I basically just did the same thing to the face. I left the nose, the mouth, and the eyes out just for the sake of the video, and plus they don't look as good if they have the effects added to them. Like here, I showed you that before, I believe, and the nose uh, definitely does not look as good to me. So the eyes is the one thing I wanted to show you guys. Since this is just already on its own layer right here, um, the eyes kind of have this, because the eyes are on the back. It doesn't really matter about what we do with that or anything. What it does is, when we go to the actual face layer, you need to go to blending options and then actually have a drop shadow here. That also has one here and as well on the nose, because they're both behind. Layers are really important in Photoshop if you haven't found that out by now. So that's just about this tutorial. So if you guys want more tutorials, I think next time I'll show you the importance of watermarks and when to use them, and where to use them, and how to use them. So I guess this is it for tonight's tutorial. I'll see you guys next time, most likely next week. Hope. So catch you guys then.